to the Tyrants on the Field show. We are going to be talking about the NAL World Team Face-Off, or the NAL WTF. This is the first big team tournament since the update. That is a 5-man tournament outside of CanCon and Captain Con, which had a 3-man tournament. This is the first 5-man. It's 100 people. It is an online tournament. We have folks from all over the world, and we'll get into that here shortly. But let's get into the Army breakdown. First off, so in the number 1 position with 15 players across the 20 teams, we have Shadowflame Shard. This is followed by 11 Dusk players, Duskhouse Callus, 11 Orgoth Sea Raiders, 10, count them 10, Khador Old Umbre, followed by 10 Khador Wintercore, 8 Necrofactorium, 6 Cygnar Storm Legion, 5 Southern Creel's Brine Blood Marauders, then we have 4 Cygnar Gravediggers. We have 3 Dark Ops, 3 Crucible Guard, 3 Rulic Guard, 3 Infernals, 2 Menoth Final Interdiction, 2 Thornfall Alliance, 1 Gravedigger, 1 Talion Charter, 1 Scorn Army of the Western Reaches, and 1 Brave Soul playing Cygnar Storm Knights. And that is the meta as a whole as it pertains to team tournaments. Well, the meta definitely feels that defense and high stats are critical to success, which is why 2 of your biggest pools of players are playing Shadowflame Shard, which has the highest average defense on the field, followed by Dusk, which also has a high general defense, but has one of the highest general mats and rats in the game. Then you have Orgoth, and Orgoth got a big glow up. They have very strong threat extension, very strong guns. Additionally, we can look at this and say that there is a big propensity towards Wintercore right now, and big propensity towards Old Umbre. This is definitely the top 5 factions here are also correlate with my top 5 factions for what I think is in the metagame. The one that is a little bit of an outlier that I would typically have in and around my top 5 that is not here is Gravediggers. And Gravediggers only has 4 players. I would expect this number to rise as we continue to look at the meta as a whole. I think the Gravediggers got huge incentives to be utilized going forward, and I think you're going to see them more and more. That will not surprise me whatsoever as we move forward. Additionally, I think you're going to see interesting combinations of teams as we go through them, which we will do here momentarily. So let's get into kind of the breakdown of states and countries. Big thing is we have a bunch of Canadians present. We have, from the European contingent, we have England, Wales, Scotland, all represented. We have Finland, we have Spain, we have Austria, we have France, we have Hungary, and we have Poland. So quite a bit of folks present here from all over the world in the WTF. Very excited to have them, and looking forward to continuing the great international relationship here. So let's go ahead and start going through the teams. America Crit, which is also known as America Team 1. Literally, this is the WTC team, Team 1 for USA this year. We have Brad Park on Talion, or not, Brad Park on Thornfall Alliance. We have Brandon Owens on Gravediggers. We have Cody DeMund on Infernals. We have Jake Van Meter on Shadowflame Shard, and Dan Riker on Wintercore. Then we have the Atlanteans, Hampton Road. We've got JD McGuppy on Necrofactorium. We've got Jay Powell on Khador Wintercore. We've got Joe Marion on his Brine Blood Marauders. We have Alec Luda on Final Interdiction. And we have Matt Calper on Duckhouse Callus. We have Somi Pojat, which is one of the Finnish teams. They are playing a mix of Orgoth Sea Raiders, Rulik Guard, Final Interdiction, Shadowflame Shard, and Duskhouse Callus. Then we have Donut Hole Philosophy. They are playing a mix of Wintercore. This is England. This is England. Most of England Team 1 from last year, or bits of England Team 1 and 2 from last year. We have Wintercore. We have Shadowflame Shard. We have Old Umbry. We have Brine Bloods, and we have Shadowflame Shard. The bulk of England Team 1 from last year, who won it all, there is not a lot of things we can safely be proud of as a nation. So we're going to milk this, which features Duskhouse Callus, Shadowflame Shard, Necrofactorium, Sea Raiders, and Storm Legion. Then we have Indian Invasion. The Indian Invasion has Shadowflame Shard, Dusk, Gravediggers, Rulik Guard, and Necrofactorium. Then we have the League of Underrated Gentlemen, Shadowflame Shard, Old Umbry, Orgoth Sea Raiders, Crucible Guard, and Rulik Guard. Then we have Team It's Definitely Normal for a bunch of men in their 30s to play with toy soldiers and have a hours-long podcast about them. Why would it not be? This is my team. We have Old Umbry, Shadowflame Shard, double instance of Wintercore, and we have Storm Knights on our team. Then we have the Team Chris Juicebox Collins made. This is Shadowflame Shard, Gravediggers, Old Umbry, Thornfall Alliance, and Wintercore. Then we have Team Rust, Snow, and Taxes, which features a couple members, or mostly Buffalo guys, and local favorite Dan Horsnacki. This has Old Umbry, Dark Operations, Shadowflame Shard, Dusk, and Wintercore. Then we have the EH team. Features members of Team Canada, and then 2 members of current USA WTC teams in Ryan McCoffin and Travis Mark. They are going to be playing Old Umbry, Dark Operations, double instance of Necrofactorium, and Infernals. We have military-grade nuclear robot spiders for sale, which is a lot of WTC folks on there from this year and last, along with a member of Battle Driven and Dr. Spiders. So here we have Necrofactorium, we have Shadowflame Shard, or sorry, Necrofactorium, we have Storm Legion, we have Brine Bloods, Brine Blood Marauders, we have Duskhouse Callus, and we have Infernals. The All-Empyrean Rejects, we have double instance of Orgoth Sea Raiders, we have Crucible Guard, we have Old Embry, and Necrofactorium. Random EU people, we have Dark Operations, Talion Charter, we have Crucible Guard, Grimkin, and Sea Raiders. We have Bitspin's Rejects with Scorn, Army of Western Reaches, Winter Core, Orgoth Sea Raiders, Brine Blood Marauders, and Shadowflame Shard. Then we have We Love Committing War Crimes, which features Orgoth Sea Raiders, Necrofactorium, Old Embry, Cygnar Storm Legion, and Shadowflame Shard. We have Skeletor's New Year, which features Cygnar Storm Legion, Shadowflame Shard, Gravediggers, second helping of Shadowflame Shard, and then Old Embry. We have England Refugees, which features Brine Blood Marauders, Orgoth Sea Raiders, Khador Winter Core, and a double helping of Duskhouse Callus. Then we have the Renegades. The Renegades have Storm Legion, Winter Core, Orgoth Sea Raiders, and another double helping of Duskhouse Callus. And then to end everything off, our 20th team is Dude Where's My Rack. Dude Where's My Rack features Old Embry, Storm Orgoth Sea Raiders, Duskhouse Callus, Shadowflame Shard, and Cygnar Storm Legion. So a couple things pretty hard here. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 teams have elected to double up on one faction. Those being one team or 2 teams doubling up on Duskhouse Callus, 1 team doubling up on Shadowflame Shard, another team doubling up on Orgoth Sea Raiders, another team doubling up on Necrofactorium, and a team doubling up on Winter Core, which is my team. The interesting bit is for a while in our permutations, we were on double Winter Core and double Old Embry. We settled into moving one of the Old Embry players into Shadowflame Shard for a couple of reasons. Mostly personal player preference as to what they were finding and liking comparably between the 2 armies. I think Shadowflame Shard is exceedingly well positioned in the meta, both offensively and defensively. I think it's able to prey into a lot of what we're seeing right now, and a lot of what we're seeing is gun mages, or his guns. Yeah, I'm talking through the null tonight, Stephen. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, just going through the null and looking through the breakdowns and talking about where the meta is at present. Interested to see how this plays out and plays through, as this is about to start. We have all right, let's jump over to Team 1 USA and take a look at some lists. So let's look at least the caster pairings here. We're not going to highlight everybody's caster pairings, but we will highlight a few. So we have Dr. Arcadius and Storm and Drang. We have Drang. We've got Brandon Owens, and Gravediggers is running a pairing of Kane, because of course you are, and Hasker. So interested to see how that plays out. And then we have Cody DeMunn, and Cody DeMunn is running a pairing of Zadorov and Agathon. And then Jake is running a pairing of Lilith and Valix. And then rounding it out is Riker. And Riker is on a Valari Savron and Alari Borashek. So Valeri and an Alari. To round that out, jumping over to our English overlords, current reigning champions of the WTC. Let's take a look at what they are running. So in the Dusk pairing, we see a Tyrus, and we see Marine as the pairing. Interesting note, both of the lists here do not contain a Phantasm. On to Shadowflame Shard and Mr. Kitchen Table Legend himself, James Perkins. Jamie Perkins. We have a Kyrax and Shyrus pairing. Shyrus is rocking a Trichimerics in the build. Wyverns in both lists. Double Death Dealers, double Lashers in the Kyrax build, double Lashers in the Shyrus build. And he is playing Regulus in the Shyrus build as well. On to Necrofactorium. Necrofactorium, this is one that's very interesting to me. This is Sipsira and Lich Lord Decathus. Again, no Colossal in either, which is to be expected. Do have Night Terrors in both lists. Does have Magnus and Invictus in the Decathus list, along with Hades. A Necro Harvester in the Sipsera list. And Criterions. Very interesting lists. Here, definitely check those out if you are looking for some direction in Necrofactorium. Looking at the Sea Raiders list, we have a pairing of Kishtar and Ursus, the trade, i.e. Butcher. Butcher Azdraak is very, very strong. I am interested to see that they do have Anathia in the list, along with her cadre of a Barrow Ghoul and the Carnal Hound. Interested to see how that plays out for them with Ursus. And then in the Kishtar pairing, they have an Arcane Vortex head with a Belcher. They have a Scything Flail, and then two Scything Flail Claw Tyrants. So not leaning in to the range side of her feat very much, outside of Assault Reavers and Triple Strike Reavers with Execrationers. So going really heavy into the last word portion of the feat. But going with a very melee-oriented Kishtar, which is an interesting route to go. Defenses are Barrier, Powder Keg. A lot of fun stuff here on this side. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, this is a fun Kishtar list. been seeing so much range Kishtar that you forget that she can also rock a really strong melee focused build. And most of the shooting there has been built around the infantry. So interesting take there. I like that. And then rounding it out with Storm Legion for Team England, we have Mr. Lee Robinson, who is rocking a pairing of Athena DeBarro and Alistair Kane. So some fun things here. Borealis is in both lists, which I think is a great call. In the Kane list, we also see Mag Victus, we see a Zephyr, we see a Sailors and the Black 13th, unit of Storm Guard, Legionnaires, and Bastion Folk. And then a single striker with Relentless Charge, Javelin, and Power Fist. And then Devarro also has Mag Victus, also has a Zephyr, double the Sailors, Black 13th, Stormblades, and Storm Guard, Legionnaires. Double Corsairs, this time with the rapid fire light mag bolters and voltaic broadswords, Arc Nodes, and then a Borealis for Athena DeBarlo. The Athena lists are really interesting. I think Mag Victus is very, very strong this go around, and we might do some deeper dive on that offline for some more numbers gathering, which is pretty interesting. Let's look at the other British team here with the Donut Hole Theory folks. They're on Winter Corps, and the Winter Corps pairings here. We have Katerina Baranova. Baranova with a bunch of Winter Corps infantry and standards. I was waiting for somebody to Stalingrad it up, and they are with Baranova. They've got the War Criminal Razor in there. They've got the Long Axe Shield Guard, Flame Fist, Direwolf, and the Great Bear with a Deep Freezer Reposition Head and Blasting Fist. Just 2 units of pikemen, and then a whole bunch of Winter Corps infantry with rockets. Rockets for days. Then we have Socorro is the off list. Double Wrecking Crew, double pikemen is sort of the core, and then we're rocking 2 Direwolves, Righteous Vengeance heads on both, Long Axe on both, Flame Fist on one, and Plow Shield on the other. And then both Great Bears are aggressive Battle Mace and Blasting Fists, affectionately known as the Meatball. Alright, on to Shadowflame Shard. On the Shard side of things, we have a Kyrax and a Valix. It's an interesting pairing. We've got triple Vipex with Kyrax, which I like quite a bit. We've got Regulus, we've got double Spinner, we've got double Knights, single Wind Strikers, double Lasher. And then on the Valix side, we have a Drakion. We've got Scylla, double Vipex, single Spinner, single Incarnate Knight, single Quickfang Stalkers with Quickfang Master, and single Death Dealer. Yeah, I like this Kyrax build. I really do. There's some fun stuff in that little build. All right, let's get on to the Old Embry here with James Knight. He is running Yana and Galena. So let's get into this Yana list. This Yana list is doing a little bit of a Morozov impression. So in the Yana list, we have an Alki, double feral, one with an Alki head and bony spine, the other with a razorback and mane. We have Colden Lord Damien Kravnik, double Ursine Champion, single Lupine shifted, double Ursine Apex, double Ursine shifted, Witchmark Totem. We have the Chosen. We have double Liegeman Ursines. We have 2 units of Wardens with Primalist, and then an additional unit of Wardens, and a unit of Shearlings. Blessing the Gods defenses, Lucky Penny, Put the Fires Out, and Sapper. All right, so what you have here is a big brick that is going to hit very, very hard. You have Fury Strength, and you have Stir the Blood all over the list. You have 4 shield guards that are really effectively 6 shield guards if you can get the Little Ursine shifted out via their protection rule. So you have some gun mitigation here. You have Yana with her Wind Wall ability. You've got double bears to kind of amp up your damage and threat protection. You've got the Chosen to be a nice heady defensive piece, and you've got the Liegeman Wardens, 2 of which are with Primalists, to 1 be targets to shift into, but also just hit incredibly hard offensively because of Charge of the Stag and Stir the Blood, along with Fury Strength. You can get them up to effective base 11, 13, 15, 17, 5 POW 17 attacks and 1 POW 18 attack on the charge. Yeah, they hit like absolute bricks, along with just being good trash to trade up with. I love the double feral. A battle group does seem potentially a little light, but you are so heavy unit-wise that I think you can shift the balance. I just don't like being on 2. To make that work. We've got the Kansas City, or we've got Galena, and then on the Galena list we have a feral Alki head wings. We have double Primeval with spears, 1 with an enchanted claw, the other with an enchanted shield, both with bear heads. So you've got Strix in there. We've got an Animist, we have a Lord of the Hunt, we have double Ursine shifted, we have Veroni, we have Witchmark Totem, we have 2 units of Liegeman Wardens, single unit of Shearlings, and the Hounds. Alright, so I like both lists. The Yana list is pretty interesting. On to Brinesblood Marauders. On the Brinesblood side of things, we have Sylvanas playing Firequill, sort of the Firequill build that is coming along with Captain Shadowtongue. Shadowtongue is rocking Magvictus. All of the Marauder crews are rocking Tappers across both of the lists. That is an interesting note. Lockabash Brothers in both, double Surgeon in the Shadowtongue list. A single Dire Troll Vlogger in the Shadowtongue list. And then on the Firequill side, we have a Vrogger, we have a Reef Troll with Matey, Owl Tankard, Ship's Gun, and Boarding Axe. And then we have an Abyssal King with Bulbous Chopperhead, Triton, and Double Powder Cask. And then rounding out the team, we have Shadowflame Shard. Second helping of Shadowflame Shard. We've got Rassic with a Drakion, 2 Hydrixes, double Vipex, double Incarnate Knight, single Shadowmancer, Raven, Pythia, and Belagol. This is paired up with Nyx, and Nyx is on Aklis, a Vipex, a Wyvern, Belgo a Wraithwing Paragon, Incarnate Knights, double Death Dealer, double Lasher, and a Wormspine Shadowmancer. Alright, let's look at Rust, Snow, and Taxes real quick. Cash is running Oldumbre, Yana list of a Feral with Periton Head with wings, a Feral with a Razorback and a Bony Spine. We have a Primeval with Bear Head, Bone Sword, and Enchanted Shield. We have the Starved. We have an Animist. We have Colden Lord, Damien Krovnik. We have an Ursine Champion. We have Veroni. We have a Witchmark Totem. We have Chosen of the Witch. We have a unit of Liegeman Wardens with a Primalist, a unit of Liegeman Wardens, unit of Shearlings, and the Hounds. And this is paired up with Morozov. Morozov is running a Feral with Alki and Wings. We have double Primeval with Bear Heads, Bone Swords, and Enchanted Shields. Animus, Zagana Aga. We have double Ursine Apex, or triple Ursine double Ursine Apex, single Lupine Apex, triple Ursine Shifted. For Roni, 2 units of Liegeman Wardens with Primalists, 1 unit of Liegeman Wardens without, and then the Hounds. So then you've got Chris on Dark Operations. Dark Ops, we have pretty standard Siphon list, Malfestor, double Subduer, double Warden, single Wrecker. 2 units of Conduits, 1 unit of Slayers. And then this is paired up with Thexus. Thexus is running a Subduer and a Wrecker, running Invictus, running single unit Criterions, single unit Dominated Strike Reavers, double Conduits, single Slayers, single Iconoclasts, and Overlords. With the Shadowflame Shard, we've got Phil on Nyxian and Lilith. Lilith build has double Incarnate Knights, single Quickfang Strikers, Quickfang Master, and the Shades. And then the Nyxian list also has a Drakion, Scylla, and single Asped. We have double Incarnate Knights, we have the Shades again, and double Death Dealers. So Phil rocking a lot of power and offense in his builds. Onward to Austin with his Dusk. Dusk is rocking a Seraphel and a Tyrus. Again, notably, both lists, the Seraphel list is rocking a Phantasm. It's also taking 2 additional Eidolons, both with Force Fist, one with a Dusk Blade, one with a Force Shield, one with a Force Cannon, one with a Vortex Cannon. Phantasm, the 26-point build with Focus Vault, Chronophage Cannon, and Force Generator on right and left. Double Sniper Team, single Void Engine, with single unit Soulless Guardians and the Last Watch. Tyrus in the build is rocking Israfeld, is also bringing a Ghast, bringing double Dreadguard Sires, bringing Linus Russell, and Benki and Sasha, double Dreadguard Cab, double Dreadguard Slayer in that build. And then Dan Wierzbicki with his Winter Core, he is rocking a pairing of Tatiana Segura and Baronova. The Baronova list is rocking Behemoth, a Shield Guard, Ice Hammer, and Heavy Chain Gun Direwolf, a Sky Raider, Exelon and Stilla, and Aberration, single unit of suppressors, the Hounds, and double unit of Winter Core snipers. It's a very different Baronova list than what we've seen in other spots. And then in the Sakura list, we have a Great Bear with Magic Ward, a Battle Mace, and Heavy Cannon Shield. We have Razor. We've got 2 units of suppressors, 2 units of Wrecking Crew, single unit of snipers. We've got Sergeant Kroll in there. Interestingly, neither of these are rocking a controller. So Dan not doing any of the controller tech in those lists. I want to take a look at Peyton Pierce's Shadowflame Shard lists. Congratulations to Peyton. He was selected for one of the WTC teams this year for the U.S. if they're lucky enough to get either their 3rd or 4th team. Peyton will be on, I believe, the 4th team if the U.S. is awarded it. He is rocking a pairing of Lilith and Nixian. His Nixian build is pretty interesting. We can go over that. He's got Atlas, he's got an Asp, Hunter's Mark, Impaler's Vipex. He has a Wyvern, Belgold Pythia, Paragon. He's got the Shades, he's got double Lashers. The fun, more spicy bit, in that it's something I really like and have run with Nixian before, even before the points drop, are the Cinderbacks. Cinderbacks just got better. They got a points drop, they got Prowl. They have a meta that is more living than ever, and that's very, very helpful. So I like a lot of what he's doing here, and he even notes that it's with fire. It's Nyx with fire, so it's a very fire synergy heavy list, and I like a lot of what he's got going on there. It's paired up with Lilith. Lilith also rocking Atlas. I think Atlas you're going to see in a lot of Shadowflame Shard lists. You're already seeing it in the early portion of the meta. Atlas brings a ton to the table in terms of, one, both bringing an incredibly powerful Animist to be able to put down clouds, as well as bringing a -2 armor swing. Is pretty impactful in the meta as a whole, particularly when we've lost Silence of Death. So in a faction where Silence of Death was a primary damage driver, Atlas is sort of replacing that to a point. Single Incarnate Knights here. Lilith and Knights make a lot of sense. They really provide just a more durable piece to contest, to score with, to give you some certainty, a bit of utility as they're able to knock things down. The real cheeky part here is the double Quickfang Stalkers. They're natively stealth. They are also both coming with a Quickfang Master, which means this list also has some ways to up the damage and up hitting power, and up hitting accuracy, because both Quickfang Stalkers can blind, their Quickfang Masters can blind something, they can rust something if they need to, and just aid the army in helping to bring it down. We've got Hydrix in this build with a Diviner Head and double Venom Spitter, along with Spine Bag. So you get the little bit extra range that the Venom Spitter provides you, along with the AoE, which can be way more relevant now that Windstorm is a more restricted spell and is not all over. So you're definitely seeing some AoEs come back into the meta. As a whole, also provides Corrosion. So some ways to deal with infantry. And you got the Shades. I love the Shades into the meta currently. There are a lot of characters floating around everybody's caster is a character as well. But the big thing is, just from a scenario presence standpoint, the fact that they are place 4 when they come in or come down, so they can walk and then place within 4 of a compatriot, just lets you reach and touch and provide awkward angles for your opponent at multiple points. Like the Shades are a really strong unit right now, and I love their inclusion here. I love the Shadowmancer Scion with Lilith again providing the reroll is fairly critical, and a Wyvern is a fairly natural extension for Lilith. Gives you that little bit extra melee hitting power. Doesn't benefit at all from Slipstream, but you've got other things in the list that are going to benefit from Slipstream quite a bit. So I like what Peyton's got going on in his lists here. We'll take a look at the Gravediggers lists for Connor. Also on this team, he is rocking Kane and is also rocking Boom Boom McCoy. All right, let's look at these lists a little bit and see what kind of gold we got in them. In the Kane list, we have Deuce, we have a Sky Raider, we have an Assault Strider, we have Carver Ultimus, we've got double heavy machine gun crew, we've got Gregor Boom Howler, double gun mage, single ranger, Black 13th and the Rowdies, double light airdrop of note. And then in the Boom Boom list, we have a Valiant with aggressive head, Piston Hammer, and Slugfist. We have an Assault Strider. We've got Argo Brock, Eilish Garrity. Boom Boom, we've got triple heavy machine gun crew. We've got Mag Victus, triple ranger, and the Rowdies. No field guns in sight in either list. For Connor. Also on the Team Chris box, we have our old Umbry player, which is Zach. We have a pairing of Aslanov and Galena. Galena list is pretty bog standard. The one neat part about it is double hunters. And then in the Aslanov build, we've got double Ursines, double Wardens, Shearling's Hounds, single champion, do have a Karavnik. We've got a Bone Sword Shield Primeval, we've got the Starved, and we have Elky Wings. So fairly standard, not something you wouldn't have seen last year. So we'll see how that works out into the current meta. I know I've played lists similarly recently. I have not liked their general result. That doesn't mean Zach can't get it to work for him. Jordan Matt is running Thornfall Alliance as well. Again, on a pairing of Sturm and Drang and Dr. Arcadius. So very similar to what Brad is running. He's got Warbore in the Arcadius list, the MMD 47, and then he has Mag Victus in Sturm and Drang. And then rounding out this crew, we've got Winter Corps. On the Winter Corps side of the house, we've got Baronova, we've got Trip, Shield Guard, Long Axe, Heavy Chain Gun, Direwolves, we've got Exelon Astilla, we've got Quad Pikeman, Single Sniper. This is paired up with Boris. Boris is rocking a Mastodon. We've got a Great Bear with aggressive head, heavy cannon, and blasting fist. Direwolf, Shield Guard, cannon, and and flame fist. We got the Hounds, single shock trooper gunners, and double sniper. Also, Kruger is on this list for Borashek. All right, and that is Team Juicebox. All right, what are any other notables that I want to look at here? I'm going to look at England refugees real quick. Aaron Wilson is on Brian Blood Marauders. We've got a Boom Howler, and we have a Fire Quill. Fire Quill features double Quartermasters, double Pig Boarding Party. That's pretty spicy. And then on the Boom Howler side, we've got a Great Old One, a Vroger, and a Dire Troll. Cantankerous Head Lunker, Heavy Hammerhead, and Shark Skull Gauntlet. Double Fugwalker in that list, and then you got Bosuns as the Marauder crew, the two Marauder crew folks, and a unit of Pig Galley crew as well in that one. All right, Martin Jenkins with his Orgoth Sea Raiders. On that side of the house, we have a Kishtar build, and we have a Sabrith build. In the Kishtar build, we see Tyrant with Advanced Deployment, Hunting Rifle, and Clawed Fist. We see Hunter Tyrant with Shredder Quad Bolt Thrower. We see a Relentless Charge Tyrant with Belcher Quad Bolt Thrower. And then we see another Relentless Charge Shredder Quad Bolt Thrower Tyrant with a Commander, a Siege Tarrasque, triple Forge Master, double Assault Reavers with Standards, Unit Execrationers, and double Warwitch Coven. This is very similar to what Blake's been running and one Captain Con with. And then on the Sabrith side of the coin, we see single Arknode Jackal with Mace Claw. We see double Relentless Charge Tyrants with Shredder and Claw. We see a Rotten Champion, double Reaver Commander, Reaver Champion, Revenant Champion, triple Assault Reavers, unit of Reaver Skirmishers, all of those with Reaver Standard. We have a unit of Rock Harrier, unit of Strike Reavers, unit of Okur Barragers, or Okur Axers rather, and a unit of Warwitch Coven on the Sabrith side. Interesting Sabrith build here. I like the Shredder Claw Tyrants. I think that is a underutilized build. Mostly you'll see flails to save the point, but the Shredder gives you the blessed weapon on both ends. It also gives you a 14-inch gun that's blessed, and POW 16. Pretty significantly powerful gun to just have to start honing down the engagement. The concept. Then over to Winter Corps. On the Winter Corps side of things, we have a Borashek and Tatiana Sakura. Borashek list is pretty interesting. We have a Behemoth. We've got double Shield Guard, Cannon, Flame Fist. We've got Razor in the list. We've got double Sniper, Hounds, and Shock Trooper Gunners. And then on the Sakura side of the house, we have double Suppressor, single Wrecking Crew. We've got Kroll. We do have a controller here. We've got Razor, an aggressive Battle Mace, Heavy Cannon, Shield, Great Bear, and a Dire Wolf with Plow, Shield, Long Axe, and Shield Guard Head. Then on the Dusk side of things, this is Double Dusk team. First Dusk pairing is Hazaroth. It is Hazaroth, triple Eidolon, all Flight, all Dawn Blade, all Light Null Blade, and all Force Cannon with a Spectre. We've got Alexia, we've got Dissus, we've got a Hunter Commander, we've got a Mage or Void Shaper, double Cav, single Slayer, and then a unit of Secret Adepts, and then we have Seraphel with Phantasm, a Ghast, and a Spectre. We've got a Void Shaper, we've got Valus, we've got a Mage Hunter Sniper team, Mage Hunter Commander, we've got a unit of Archers, unit of Cav, unit of Dread Slayers, we have the Last Watch, and Secret Adepts. And then this is paired up over to our last pairing here, which is Dan Jones on Helith and Tyrus. Helith build has Phantasm, Skybomber, Selena Rathel, double Sniper team, Dissus, double Void Shaper, double Dreadguard Cav, double Soulless Guardian, Seeker, no Void Engine. We have Tyrus. Tyrus, on the other hand, has Ghast, Ghast Alexia, Selena Rivel, Lenissa Rivel, and Benkei and Sasha, double Dreadguard Sire, double Mage Hunter Snipers. We have a Valessa, we have double Void Engine, double Dreadguard Cav, and double Soulless Guardian. Alright, so this event is going to be shooting off here shortly. Pairings have gone up. I look forward to how everybody does in the event. I'm excited to be playing in it as well as running it. So I wish luck to everybody. I thank everybody for coming in and making the WTF 100-person event. We've got 25-man teams, so it gives us some players. Very exciting stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this little sneak peek at the Null WTF, and I hope you watch and enjoy the games. But again, thank you, and remember, if you don't have time, you have space. Thanks. Have a great day.